All right, so I'm back from EVW24. Want to do a recap first. Just want to show the award here I got for Best News Media of the Year 2025. Was finally able to receive the award at the event. That was pretty cool. Definitely an honor to be involved with doing the interviews and stuff like that. I thought that was super cool. Got to meet a lot of the athletes for the first time, and overall amazing experience. So let's talk about some of the matches. Let's go from the start, from the prelims. We had Bob Brown versus Isaiah Jones. Bob Brown's King's Move. No joke, even at 60 years old. I mean, he was like 3 times the age of Isaiah at 21, and just showed his experience and his abilities in the King's Move. That was a good win. Courtney always brings the intensity, got the win. That was a great job. Then there was Ryan Bellinger versus Jason Merlot. Ryan is a beast. I think people were sleeping on him, having him as the underdog, but he got the W against Jason. Then obviously Auden versus Jeremy. That was a huge match. Huge match. Headliner on the prelims. A lot of hype went leading up to that match. Jeremy got the W. His arm was too strong. In some positions, he was losing his hand, but stayed pretty well connected to his pronation and able to push Auden off the back, but you are responsible to keep your elbow on the pad. So clearly a well-deserved win from Jeremy Parker. Then there was Adam Warzinski versus Petter. Adam Warzinski lost round 1 to a quick top roll, and then able to set his hook, get right where he's at his strongest, and get the win. Absolute beast. Justin Bishop versus Ustinov. That's an outdated flyer. Obviously, it wasn't Ustinov. It was Tom Holland. Tom Holland is a absolute monster in the deep hook position. Like, even if he's 1 inch from the pad, he's able to hold. Justin looked really good at the start, getting him so close, but just that stopping power from Tom Holland was too much, and then plus his endurance. That was a good win from him. Craig Tullier versus Giannis Amlins. Giannis, very technical masterclass as usual. Just getting in his position, and the force was with him in that match. I mean, he really took the hand control, was able to bleed out Craig pretty much there. Pretty confident win. Irakli versus Yoshi. Another super confident, quick win from Irakli. That was very impressive. I thought Yoshi would at least get a bit more of a stop, maybe, I don't know, at least in the later rounds. But Irakli just so explosive, didn't even let Yoshi get a stop in the King's Move. That was a huge win for Irakli for sure. Pavlo versus Corey West. Very dominant from Corey West. He clearly came in a great shape in his home state to get the win. That was definitely a really good win there. Jerry versus Cody. If you saw the pre-match interview, Jerry had some health complications, had a surgery recently. Surprising that he's able to compete so soon after that. But Cody Merritt took the win there. Was able to get the win pretty smooth. Now, Tobias versus Kurdecha. I was backstage doing the interview on the previous match, and once those finish, I go back to the screen to watch this match, but it was already over. Tobias he won so quickly. Didn't even let Kurdecha get in the strap. I mean, just ridiculous explosiveness. That's unbelievable. Guy is an absolute prodigy. Riekert Borman versus Alijan. This was one of my favorite matches from the whole event, for sure. Just the way Alijan was able to get a stop, but Riekert was fighting through it, showed his abilities, the intensity on the table, kind of the confidence of both of them just made this match super exciting. That was a huge win from Riekert. Well done. And then we got the top 3 matches on the card. Bogdan versus Todd. Bogdan with the huge upset. That was impressive stuff. I'm curious to see him against, I don't know, Manifester, something like that. I did put up a poll. Also, Ryan Bowen. We know Ryan Bowen beat Bogdan in the Arm Wars back in the day, but I think Ryan is a lot heavier now to make 95 kilograms. I'm not sure, but I think Ryan was like saying, well done, Bogdan, almost like hinting at a rematch or something like that. But people have Bogdan as a favorite if that were to happen. Now, they would have Manifestor as a favorite as well if that were to happen, 60% almost. Okay, so Morozov and Hermes. Unfortunate about the situation with Hermes having a pop in his elbow training like a month before the competition, and then he said in round 1 he felt a pop. So, yeah, you're going to need to feel like you're at 100% to compete at that level, and that is absolutely nothing to take away from Morozov. He clearly came so prepared, like totally came prepared for that match, and definitely well-earned win from Morozov. Curious to see him maybe in a rematch with Svetkov or, a match with Devin. Something like that would be interesting. Let's talk about the main event, Michael Todd versus Oleg Petrenko. Michael Todd's King's move, so difficult to get through in round 1. You saw the most hope from Oleg, but after that, each round got more difficult as he was getting more gas. His hand and wrist was getting more fatigued against Michael Todd, and that's tough to get around that King's move. Super tough. Good win from Michael Todd. Hopefully we can see him in the pre-match interview I got to do with him. He said he wants to face Ivan Matyashenko at the next event, so already in 7 or 8 weeks for the 115 kilogram title. So that would be cool to see him in back-to-back events, see if he can get a title in 2 weight classes. Then we'll see if Devin will come down and face him, or if Matyashenko wins, but we'll see what happens. Definitely a lot of awesome matches coming soon in arm wrestling for sure. Hopefully Alijan versus Vitali will be for the Georgia event. I'm not sure, but either way, a lot of good matchups are coming. I thought overall the event was awesome. Like I said, super cool to meet a lot of these arm wrestlers for the first time, being there in person. Definitely honored for the opportunity to do some of the interviews and the pre-match and the post-match interviews for EVW. Absolutely awesome time. Hit like and subscribe, guys. We're going to be back with more content as usual. We are back on the grind to making content. So I appreciate all you guys who have supported my channel. If you use code TOM on the pay-per-view, let me know in the comment section what was your favorite moment from EVW24. Also, what type of content you want me to make. Anything in particular you think is a relevant topic right now, let me know, and I will be back. I will see you guys soon.